Morning everyone. This is the first day back to work. Just straighten that up a little bit. This is the first day back to work. We're waiting to pick the apprentice up now. So once I've picked him up, I'll explain what we're going to do today. Because he doesn't know either. He only lives in the same town as me, so we'll head over there now, and then I'll explain, because he doesn't have a clue either. So he can explain it twice. Yo. Oh mate.
Quite nice, isn't it?
Go on it.
Where do we put it in the back?
Go for it.
Quite sexy in the back.
We're being pimped. Somebody pimped us.
Oh, I can barely move. So many thermals and bits on.
So today we are doing 2 EICRs, but they're both empty. So yeah, both two vacant move-ins. One of them is actually a move-in for tomorrow.
It's going to fail.
It's gonna fail. And the other one is a move-in, I think, for the 23rd of January, so there's plenty of time with that one. Lovely permit, isn't it?
Is that a permit?
It's a parking permit, apparently. It's like someone's wiped there with it.
Is it filming now?
It is.
Oh.
She was saying stuff about me while I went. Frank, he got out of there.
Blow some more on.
Why do I come to work? He told us this was a flat. Yeah, it's not really a flat. Well, we just got in here. We haven't even seen this place. Find the fuse board. It's not in there. It's not alarm. Let's hunt for the fuse board. Have a general look around. Might be in the kitchen cupboard here somewhere. It's like a boiler. Yeah. Hydrant. Lovely, some lovely lights there. It's getting a bit high now. Yeah, this is first we're going to do a pack test here as well. So appliance wise, there's no fridge, freezer, so we've got washing machine, dishwasher to test as well. It's in better days. Nice and greasy, lovely. Found the bulb yet? No fuse board. Okay. There's got to be one here. Oh no, we've got a wardrobe with dinosaur stickers on. Okay. So far everything's looking okay, like accessory wise. I haven't seen nothing out of the ordinary. With bathrooms, we just have a quick look around. So we've got a fit in there. It's obviously not IP rated, but it's not within the shower area. So we'll switch shaver point, the fan at this. There we go. You found it? I didn't check all the cupboards. No, it shouldn't be. That seems a bit too much. It might be in what you've checked in these. I know the boiler's there. Yeah. Yeah, I would have thought so. It shouldn't be. Oh, it's here, look. Well, immediately it's a foul. As you can see, it's obviously there's no RCD protection on the first 5, which is upstairs lights, downstairs lights, burglar alarm, shower. Nothing on the shower. Yeah, nice. An integrated one. Yeah, I'm supposed to move in tomorrow. That's not happening. But yeah, so okay, so what we do when we first get here, obviously we have a bit of a walk around. We check where the fuse board is, just check accessories, see what metal fittings there are, light fittings. Smoke looks a bit worse than them. And then what we do is Jake gets his test. We've got 2 test meters just to make this a lot easier. We found it is a lot easier. Where we'll do the testing in sort of reverse order. Obviously, you normally do dead tests and stuff, especially on initial verification, but this isn't. So we, Jake goes around, does all the live testing. He does all the ZS, the loop readings on the circuits. He goes to see what circuits there are. He'll try and get some readings on them. In the meantime, I will do the the tests at the fuse board. I will do the ZE, the PFC. I'll do the RCD tests if there is any. And then once I've done those, I'll do end-to-ends. And obviously we could do insulation resistance and stuff like that. Obviously it's a lot easier in an empty property, especially for insulation resistance, because there's no one here, there's no one living here, there's barely anything plugged in. We'll just make sure accessories are unplugged, for like in the kitchen appliances are all unplugged, and then I'll just I'll put 500 volts down it and make sure, take the bulbs out and stuff, and we'll just make sure everything's all right there. But that's a quick process here. Obviously in an occupied property it's a little bit difficult. Yeah, so we'll do insulation resistance a little bit tougher on an occupied property, because sometimes you can't get to all the sockets. You don't know what they've got plugged in, because a lot of stuff you know, a lot of you guys know how it is. So at times, quite a lot of times I'll do 250 volt just to be on the safe side rather than 500. But where we can get to things like in here, because it's all empty, I haven't even gone upstairs yet, I can do 500, but I say it's generally pretty easy. But they told me this was a flat, but it sort of is a flat. It's not bad size up here. Not bad. It's falling apart though. But yeah, we've got a couple of downlights there. They don't look fire rated, but we're on the top floor. It doesn't have to be. There's no more rooms above. Little balcony. Yeah, I think it's just judging by what I've seen, it looks like it might just be a fuse board change. But then I haven't done any end-to-ends or any other test readings yet. So, bit of loft storage. Wow, that is massive. I don't actually think there's sufficient light in here, but it's a massive room. You've only got 2 downlights. It looks like they're only 35 or 50 watt halogens, MR16s, but it's a big area and 2 lights. But anyhow, it's not part of the test, so yeah, well, let's get testing. Okay, so I've got the fuse board cover off. Obviously it's a skeleton bolt, it's built into the wall, So the first thing I sort of look for, obviously I can do a manual RCD test, which I don't feel too good actually clicking that back up. But anyway, I'll do a test with a meter as well in a minute. But so the incoming supply, see the armoured and the old colours, red, yellow and blue. It is marked up as an earth there, but also you've got some 10 mils here. It looks like there's 3 10 mils. One might just be a link. Yeah, it is a link to the box. So you've got 2 10 mils here, which I'm going to assume you got gas and water, and there is a boiler here. So what I'll probably do once I've finished the testing, or if Jake's finished before me, we'll go and hunt for the earth bonding clamps and the stopcocks and where they come in. So yeah, now I've got the cover off. I'm going to do a ZE, PFC and PSC, and then I'm going to do an RCD test. My Jake's still doing his ZS's, and we have 2 ring mains here. 2 ring mains. What did I say? So we've got sockets. The cooker's got a socket on it, so Jake can plug into that one. So yeah, I'm going to disconnect these 2 rings, power down the board, isolate it, disconnect these 2 rings, and do an end-to-end continuity test on them and see what we get from now. But so far it's just RCD protection, so yeah, it might just mean a new board. It's a 10B board, this one. Yeah, it'd probably be easier to just I might just take this bracket out. The cables might be long enough. I might just mount the board over the top surface rather than try and muck about inside, because the armoured's glanded down there as well. It's just going to make life pretty difficult, I think. So, and plus they're trying to move in, I think, tomorrow. So this might be a quick change, and I do have some Hager boards. So I might just throw a 5 and 5 Hager board over the top of that, just remove this bracket, the dim rail, and then hopefully the cable should all be long enough. Looks like there's a bit of slack in now, and it'll fit. So the entries will be here anyway, so it should all fit quite nicely. I don't know if it will fully cover everything, but you know, it's the best we're going to get it, really. So right, so while I'm on site, what I'll do is I'll use a tablet. I'll use a bit of software called EICR. This is EICR mobile, but you get a desktop version as well, and you can share the certificate from here, and it goes basically to your desktop. You just import it on your desktop. So you do this on site, saves you a lot of time at home. But this is what I do, and I'm just filling out a board chart at the moment. So you just fill it all in like you would do on any other certificate, and then yeah, so and then enter your test results. So I'll get this filled in now, so I can enter all Jake's readings and my readings, and then we'll go from there. Come on, Jake, can you reach the plug? I was aiming for a bit more drama than that. The fun of getting to appliance plugs. You're right on it. Is it putting you off? Yeah, I'm recording that, Jake. Just destroy the dishwasher. No, this one we couldn't test because there was no plug on it. It's basically in a flex outlet that cut the plug off, so that's the end of that one. There's a visual on that one. It looks alright. Earth bonding to the water. The main bond, potential bond, is a 10 mil in here, which is which is on there pretty good. Just check the gas. Found it in the boiler. I hope you can see that. You move the go around a bit. There's the gas, but it's pretty loose. It's not really attached properly, so we'll put that down for a new clamp and a proper connection on that. Something's just fallen out of the kitchen. Don't know what that's from. Yeah, so another item to read written down. Ooh, have we got an earth, Jake? Have we got an earth?
Yeah.
Yes, you do. Does it actually require an earth? It must be terminated, is it?
Yeah.
It's all terminated,
Yeah.
Okay. Good news, good news. Okay, we've just got to check this one. Well, we've done most of the tests now. So yeah, at the moment it's failed on RCD protection, which obviously these circuits don't have, which is mainly lighting, is the intruder alarm spur and smoke alarms. Obviously smoke alarms don't need it. Well, actually it does, because there is a disconnect switch. Obviously it comes down the wall. The smoke alarm locator, so that would be less than 50mm now, which is there's a couple of notes. There's a smoke alarm in each room here. I'm assuming they rented them out individually at some point, but the power indicator doesn't work on that one. But the interesting one on this, I don't know if you can see what I'm seeing, but can't see a power light indicator. See a bit of blue tack though. Oh look, someone obviously couldn't sleep because of a tiny little LED on a smoke alarm, kept them up all night, so they put a bit of blue tack on it. But yeah, and the other thing I found was I'll show you here. Notice anything on there? I'll get you closer. See the plastic protectors? That's on the 110 volt side. 230 volt. Can you see the pins, the live pins? I can almost touch that. Obviously my fingers are a bit smaller, but if I had something like a hairpin or some hair clip or something like that, I could easily kill myself on that. So it's gonna need a new shaving point. And I also found on one of the ring mains, all passed straight.
The leak, I think, has passed.
Has passed, right, cool. On the testing of one of the ring mains, you notice I've got on the end to end, if this focuses, it's quite a high. My live to live continuity is quite high, 0.66, and neutral is 0.51. So it'll probably tell me there's a loose connection and a socket there somewhere, because there should be no difference really. Although especially not that much of a difference, 0.15. So we'll put that down to be investigated as well. Yeah, so there's a few things that we've found. I don't think they'll be moving in tomorrow. Yeah, so we'll get the report finished. We're going to finish the pat testing. I think we've got one more appliance to find, to test. We've found the water earth bond, that's done. We've just got to find the gas. And then I think I've just got to look at these light fittings for, make sure they're, because I think they're metal. Is that metal? Was that actually metal or plastic? Painted?
I think it's metal.
It is metal. Okay. This one actually looks plastic, but I don't know. It's probably going to require an earth, that one. It does look a bit metal as well, but we're going to check both of these anyway and just make sure that they're earthed if they need it. And yeah, then we'll just put all the report together and make our way to the next one, and give the agents the good news. So we've just finished that one. It's about 12 o'clock now. We've just had about just under 3 hours for that one. Just under 3 hours to test that one. It's just a lot easier because it's empty. Yeah, so we're just gonna have a bit of lunch and we're gonna head over to our second one. Well, we've got to get the keys back first, give them the good news about the move-in tomorrow. I'll put a quote over to them tonight. Yeah, head over to the next one, see how much luck we have with that one. And then finalise the test certs tonight, get the quotes over if there's one on the next one as well. And then wait for him to speak to the landlord. But yeah, we'll have a bit of lunch and we'll head over to the next one. You reckon foul?
Definitely.
Why would you say that that's going to fail? Just this is the area. I don't know. It does look well sort of kept to a degree from the outside. I think we might be surprised. You reckon foul? I reckon it's gonna pass. Okay. Let's find out.
I found Earth London, I reckon. Oh, look, you're filming.
Hmm?
Did you film me sleep?
No, did I do that?
Did you do that?
Why would you keep it in the van? Come on, everyone wants to know. Why would you keep a tool bag that you're not going to use in the van?
Pillow.
For a pillow?
Pillow.
You're going to sleep in the back now?
Yeah.
Alright. Door number 1. Door number 2. Ooh. Looks like it could be an interesting one. I don't know, I might win here. Might win. RCD main switch. Oh, bonding 6mm. Was it 6mm? Yeah. Ow, that's my fingers. Yeah, we got RCD main switch. Hang on. 30mm, yeah. But it has RCD protection, so that is a good sign. Although it's old, it's still a good sign. Bit of earth bonding on there, which is still good. I'm not sure about that socket there though. That's right, it's on a plug. It's not part of the fixed wiring. One of them tested, so let's see what else we can see. See anything? Oh, I love that kitchen light. Loving the LEDs. Nothing else that's obvious. Boiler in here? No. Ooh. I don't think that's correctly supported, do you? At least it's in the cupboard. Boot extension. Plugs on there. I'm assuming that's the pulse light. Yeah. Did you switch that on? How did this light come on out here then? I didn't switch nothing on. I know it's wired through here and goes up. Do you reckon they've wired it off the kitchen light? Yeah, still on it. Have a look at that. Upstairs, see anything? Oh, they start the stairs. I'll just edit that one out. All part of the fun. Look, a couple of wall lights which are metal, need checking. I'll have their little extension leads on plug tops. Once again, not part of the fixed wiring. So far it's not looking too bad. Another one in here, look. Another one. Nothing in now. 6mm for the shower up there. See no cracked sockets or anything. Boiler's on a socket, which obviously is not ideal. Should be on a double pole connection. There's an earth bond in there. Assumes that's to the water. Who knows upstairs? Classic globe. Right, they do have a seal on those normally. We'll check that. New shower. Yeah, nothing else out of the ordinary really up here. Well, we'll get the fusible cover off and start testing and see what we find from that. Then on one again. Yeah, just make sure it's earthed. Just on another look, it looks like, I mean, the earth bonding is solid green. It's not green and yellow, which is what they used to do in the older days. Very interesting way of terminating on there to a certain twist. I don't know why it's not on this part of the pipe here in front of me, but it's still within 600. Yeah, interesting. But as I've just looked in, you see the MET up there. Just bouncing around, it's not even secured to anything. And you got a hole in the consumer unit there, which you can actually get your finger in. There's two holes there. You got a hole on the side. Actually, earth bond, it's not so bad, but yeah, even though it's RCD protected, I think I might actually put it down for a new board. I'm not happy with the earthing like that really, and obviously the holes in the consumer unit. Although there was that panel. That panel was screwed over it, but I still don't think you should allow for a panel to protect you. So if they take that down, then it's exposed. So I'm probably going to put it down for a new board, I think. And yeah, I was just checking all the metal fittings at the moment, make sure they're earthed. But so far so good, so it might just be a new board at the moment, but we'll see. You're heating. Yes, no, okay. We got
5-2.
How's that possible?
That's what I said.
0.52 there, which is on a radial with that one there.
And I said this is 1.5. Did I tell you it would be less? Yeah, I did.
That's not right. It should go to that socket first, then into the other one.
It doesn't, so.
You can see the cable coming out of the board. It's been added in.
Maybe it goes to that one, then they added this one.
It makes sense. You can see it clearly gets to that one first.
7.3. That's high.
That's strange.
What can I say? I should be training you.
Well, where did the 1.52 come from?
5.1.
Alright, 5.1.
What did I click? What did I click?
What are you doing to my test meter? User error.
Maybe it could suck all the power in. Maybe it is.
You what? Suck what? You suck the power from that socket to this socket. Is this what you're trying to say? Oh, the resistance. You're increasing the resistance. 0.73? That makes no sense. But, okay. Well, that is strange. Going from the fusible there, you can see it's clearly in trunking to that socket, and that one's on the same circuit, but for some reason that's a lower reading than that one. That's strange. Still, it's within the limits. It's fine, it will pass. So that's it. We're pretty much finished on this one, aren't we? We've done all the lights are earthed, all the metal fittings are earthed. They're not metal fittings. We've tested where we need to test. That's fine. So I'm going to put in for a new board because it's got holes in the bottom, the side. The MET's floating about. So I'm going to put in for a new board there. I'm probably just going to put a new earth bond to the gas and do it on there. The water is not within 600 of the main incomer, which is down here. That goes up, and I think the earth bond for that is in the airing cupboard outside, so I think it's over here somewhere upstairs, so it's not within 600. It is a 10mm that goes up there, so it does have it is sort of correct size, but yeah, I might put down for a new one. It's just working out the best way to get a cable across for a new bond to the water, but I'll have a look at that before I leave, and then not really too happy about the socket being this close, but let's see if I stood at the sink, almost touch it with my hand. Can I help you? Right, okay, well, let's get this packed up and then head to the wholesalers. Let's go. One thing I did forget is to say is that we have two sheds out here, which is on its own MCB, 16mm MCB supply, and a bit of 2.5 twin and earth, which you can see clearly comes out in a bit of 20mm conduit, and it runs down the whole side there, but it goes into this one and then loops out into the next one, but both of them are locked, so I can't get access into them. So obviously that would fail anyway, so it needs further investigation. I really don't know what's in there. You can't see through windows or anything, so, but I can't test, so I've limited it for now, but it's going to need a return visit because there's other cables coming out of that one, just like flexes, I think, to the pond. But yeah, I can't really work out whether the mains low voltage or anything until I get access into there. I'll have to try and get a key from the landlord somehow on the remedial stage. So I hope that gives you a bit more of an insight to what we look for on an EICR. Obviously it's only a snippet of what we do. I haven't gone through the whole testing procedure. So a lot of you that are probably watching this know the procedures anyway, but just to give you an idea of what I look for on an EICR. Time wise, obviously an occupied property can take quite a while if you're doing it obviously properly, which you should be doing. It depends if there's a lot of downlights, if there's like transformers and things like that. There's all them sort of things to take into account. But generally, obviously, the empty properties like that, you can get through them pretty quick most of the time, because no one's living there. It's quite easy to test without disruption to anyone that's living there, and access to all areas and stuff like that. Obviously that last one you just see, there's a bit of further investigation to do at the shed supply and stuff like that, because I couldn't get in now, don't have a key for that. So I'm going to speak to it, but that will just go down. Obviously it's going to be an unsatisfactory anyway because of the fuse board and a couple of things. So I'll put those 2 reports tonight. I'm going to put those reports, send those over to my desktop. I will continue editing the cert, just dot the I's, cross the T's on a couple of things, selections, and then I will create a quotation for any remedial work there, and I will file the cert over with the quotation. That's generally what I would do, and then we will we'll file that over, and we'll wait to hear from the agents to see whether to go ahead or not, or whether they want to get a quote from someone else. But 9 times out of 10 I'll just go ahead with it anyway. They give me the go ahead. But yeah, so hope that's a good sort of a little snippet of a good insight to what I look for on an EICR. I'll have some more videos coming out, probably a bit more in depth at some point. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please like the video, leave a comment down below, any suggestions you want to see, any questions about the video, and I will try and create that content for you. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, bye, thanks for watching.